Welcome to Studio M, your McKinney ISD talk show. I'm your host, Daniel Litwin. We have a wonderful list of guests joining us today. We'll be speaking with a few friends from Reuben Johnson Elementary about a leadership program involving fifth graders on their campus. Also, we'll jump ahead to summer break as Club 360 gives us a preview to all the camp fun available in McKinney ISD. And musical talents in our district are as impressive as ever. McKinney High Theater is here with the scoop on the Dallas Summer Musical's High School Theater Awards. It's all coming up next on Studio M. So, as I said, my name is Daniel Litwin, and I'm a senior at McKinney Boyd High School. And this is going to be my last hosting for Studio M, so I'm pretty excited. Next year, I'm going to college. I'm going to be going to the University of Missouri to study broadcast journalism. So, hopefully, what I've learned here will help me get a good head start there. So, I'm pretty excited. All right, let's go to our first segment. So, being a fifth grader on an elementary campus can be an awesome responsibility. They are the big kids on campus, figuratively and literally. But seriously, some of those kids are as tall as me. Reuben Johnson Elementary has decided to make good use of their fifth graders' natural capacity for guiding younger students and assisting teachers. Here to tell us more about this leadership program are Johnson Elementary Assistant Principal Michelle Baumann and fifth grade teacher Marie Hayes. Thank you, Ms. Baumann, Ms. Hayes.
Thank you.
So how are you guys doing today?
Good,
Wonderful.
thank you.
Excited to be on the show?
We are.
Cool.
Nervous.
All right. So before we find out about the leadership program, why don't you tell us a little bit about your guys' education background? So how long have you been in the program?
Absolutely. This is my 15th year in education. I came to McKinney 7 years ago. I started as a teacher at Reuben Johnson, and then I was an RTI specialist for Reuben Johnson and Valley Creek Elementaries. And I was selected as the assistant principal 3 years ago. So this is my third year there.
So what's it been like going from a teacher to an assistant principal?
Oh, it's been wonderful, and especially working with my same staff. There's many of the teachers that I started teaching with there are still there. So it's been, Marie is one of those. So I love accepting that additional responsibility and really being able to reach all of the children and all the teachers. So
Awesome.
love it.
What about you, Ms. Hayes? How long have you been teaching?
I too have been teaching 15 years,
Cool.
and I've been in McKinney 7 years as well.
Awesome.
I am the fifth grade teacher, science teacher at Reuben Johnson,
Cool.
so I teach all of the kids science.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Cool. And have you only taught at Reuben Johnson?
I also taught at Press Elementary.
Okay, cool. And what's it been like teaching? I mean, what's your experience with it?
I love it. I'm pretty much the science guru on our campus,
Cool.
and I help the fifth grade science teachers throughout the district as well
That's great.
with training and curriculum and things like that.
Well,
so.
that's awesome. So like you guys are leadership as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, super. All right, so where did the idea for this leadership day, this leadership program originate?
Sure, I can speak to that.
Cool.
This summer, I did some brainstorming. I always try and keep our campus fresh and innovative, and we had a unique opportunity in Marie being a master teacher and having some additional training as an instructional coach. And so in order to free up some time for her to actually coach our teachers, I needed to think of a creative way to free up her time during the day.
Cool.
And so because we have a unique situation with a five-way rotation for our fifth graders, meaning they visit 5 teachers each day,
Okay.
I thought if we could, when they go to Marie, if we could feed them out and serve as leaders into our campus, then that would open her up to serve other teachers. And so I kind of pitched the idea to our PE teacher, who's Lisa Stout, and she is our coach. She is amazing at kind of brainstorming and making ideas grand and workable at the same time. And so then it became a kind of a collaborative effort to make it work. And so Marie jumped on board, and her team supported her. We have a very seasoned group of teachers in our fifth grade, and so they jumped right in and made it work. So
Awesome. So how many leadership days have there been so far on campus?
We started in September, and
Okay.
they've been the last Friday of the month, every month except December.
Okay. So it's only once a month. Gotcha. So did it start? So it started in the fall, right? So this is new this year.
Yes.
So has it been tough, like starting it or getting it, I guess, working this year? Have there been any struggles?
you know, surprisingly, it was a very easy rollout. We talked to the staff at the beginning of the year about our plan, and everybody was supportive, and we made it easy and really no extra work for anyone.
Cool.
Really, the children or students were exposed to it through our PE coach. She
Right.
talked to them about what a great thing, to use those leadership skills. We have a strong character program with our counselor, Tara Self, and so the children are all exposed to character counts. And so we have a character trait focus each month. And so we feel like by the time they've reached 5th grade, they're ready to put all of those character traits into action.
Awesome.
And so they're applying all that they've learned, and so they're serving in the nurse's office and even in our front office and really all throughout the building. And so some of them go to their former teachers, and,
Right.
and so that's really neat for them to
Yeah,
do.
that's cool because it's kind of almost an introduction into maybe something they might want to do later in life too. I mean, let's say they really like helping out at the nurse's office. Maybe one day they'll be a physician or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, that's cool. So tell us a little bit about how they assist in the program, if either of you can speak.
Okay. In many ways, really, they go to the teacher's room or whatever the teacher's needing help with that day. In the lower grades, a lot of it is working directly with the students,
Okay.
whether it's reading with them, playing games with them,
Cool.
even down to 4th grade, helping with tutoring in math, since
Okay.
it's fresh to our students who've
Right.
just been there. They help work directly with the students, or they may help teachers organize the next project that's coming up or the next craft idea. They may need things cut out or
Okay.
posters made or bulletin boards, so they're there to assist in whatever way they're needed.
Cool. So they go to the special like elective classes too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what would they do in like the music classroom? Just kind of.
The music class
Yeah.
really likes help with the kindergarten group
Okay,
because
cool.
it's a whole different ball game when you have
Yeah.
a full class of 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
And our students really gravitate towards those younger kids.
That's good.
So they'll help out with her just organizing the different activities that are going on
Mhm.
and just being another set of hands
Cool.
to help.
Yeah, I've always been really interested in music. So yeah, I bet if I was in elementary school in like kindergarten, 1st grade, and I had some 5th graders coming to help out, I mean that's always kind of a cool thing because you look up to those older kids, so that's fun. So how have the 5th graders reacted to all this? Have they been pretty excited about everything?
They love it, and that's one of my favorite parts is when they come back to me at
Cool.
the end of their leadership time and they're so excited to share their stories of what they did and how they
Right.
helped. And they form bonds, and they'll go back to the same classrooms
Mm-hmm.
with the same students. You know, they look forward to that time working with them. And they really step up. They see themselves as leaders. They see it's an important role,
Right.
and they act accordingly.
Cool.
Right.
They
Are
really
there
do.
yeah, are there any specific students maybe that have caught your attention, or any specific classrooms that like they gravitate more towards?
Well, I think I've noticed it sometimes in the students who aren't always the leaders originally.
Right.
When they have opportunities. I know I had a group of students from one of my classes who helped with 1st grade just on the playground
Right.
organize a game.
Oh, that's fun.
And one of the 1st grade teachers said the teachers just stood back and our kids organized it all. They had every 1st grader playing Duck Duck Goose.
Wow.
Organized it themselves. They all participated, and that was a big feat.
That's cool. Yeah, getting a bunch of 1st graders
Yes.
to be quiet and play
And
a
it's
game.
usually
yeah.
a quiet student organized this whole thing and stood out and
Yeah.
got it going.
Well, this is good because I mean sometimes some of those quiet kids don't really have a chance to step out and get out of their comfort zone. So I guess this has been good for them too.
It has.
That's good. Cool. So how have the teachers and staff reacted to the whole initiative? Are they pretty excited about it too?
Yeah, everybody's been very supportive. We have worked really hard to give them ideas. Marie sends out an email early in the week prior to that Friday of different ways that the students can support you. She makes it very easy for them to sign up to participate, and then she takes a quick 5 minutes with the children that Wednesday or Thursday before the children are to go out, and she organizes it all. So it's been a piece of management for Marie, but she's so efficient and has really made it work.
Yeah.
And so we are very excited that we have such a supportive staff that can take on new ventures and not see it as something else we have to do,
Right.
but really embrace it. And so I'm very proud of our staff.
That's awesome. And what about the future of the leadership program? Are you guys expecting it to continue here at Reuben?
I would say so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I really, this year was a great year to start it. We have, our seasoned group of teachers, that 5-way rotation, and we had a relatively small number of students, right at 100 students. So
Right.
we have an additional class coming up to 5th grade, so
Okay.
it'll be just a little bit more management piece, but we would like to continue it next year.
Cool. Have you guys talked to any other schools about implementing the program?
We sure have. Early on in the year, we had some interest, and so I don't know if anybody, I know no one jumped off this year, but I think maybe in next year, I bet there'll be some more conversations on spreading that opportunity, because it has been really a great opportunity for everyone involved.
Yeah, and I'm sure it could benefit, the 5th graders and the teachers and at all the schools, because it's not like,
Right.
I mean, getting the opportunity to have those, upperclassmen come and help out is always neat. You always look up to,
Right.
kids like that.
Something special that the students were able to do is they kept a little card that logged all of their hours and where they were.
Oh,
And so
cool.
that I think is going to be a nice memento to show how they were a leader, and really logging those 8 to 10 hours of leadership. I think is going to be a unique thing for them.
Yeah, it's like pre-NHS a little bit
Right,
there.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's very cool. I like that a lot. Are you planning on adding anything to the program, making any changes for next year?
Not right now, nothing that I can think of. I think we've got a well-oiled machine right
Cool.
now. Yeah.
I think it'll be even more successful next year now that we had our core group of teachers kind of started, and
Right.
each month more would jump on board and more. I think next year it'll be even bigger, with people wanting the students to come to their classrooms now that they've seen how it can roll out and how helpful it can be on both ends.
Right, and now that everyone's gotten in the groove of it, it's going to be a little easier to work with.
Yes.
Right.
Cool. Well, awesome. Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank
and
Thank
you.
you.
I'm
Thanks
really
for having
excited. I
us.
hope this continues at Reuben, and hopefully some other schools pick up on it too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
of course. So we're going to take a short break, and when we return, it's Glamorous High School Musical Theater Awards time with McKinney High Theater.